Alright guys, I want to talk about a very important topic with you guys here. I want to make something very clear to all of you guys. All the guys who are entering the red pill space and approaching women and taking them out on dates. You guys need to remember one thing. Women love to toy with men. In fact, they get their kicks from doing. Some women are just flat out evil in this way. They love to mess with a man's head and toy with him. I wanted to make a whole video on this topic because I get a lot of people like these asking me, "Hey, I asked this girl out on a date, and I texted her and she didn't respond back. She didn't come on time, or she just became distant." Women have a lot of fun just touring around with men. That's how they live their lives. They never have a lack of options. Your game could be on point, so it could be your personality and you did everything right, and all of it would matter if she is not interested in you. All she wants is to toy with you. That's because she has an abundance of men in her chat and too much time on her hands. She's literally just playing around with them, setting up dates with a few of them and leaving others on read. That's why I personally don't do a lot of dates. I'm not trying to waste my time pursuing a woman like that. If after the second date she's not putting in the work or inviting me over to the house, I just let it go. I let her know that I can't be toyed with, because that's how you make them stumble. They're toying with you, and you just retreat from the game and make them stumble. Women aren't done like that. When you are thinking about her and how good it'll be to hit her from the back, she knows all that. She knows that you're fantasizing about her. I remember I had this girl years ago, and I went out with her. So after we had a few drinks and stuff, she said, "I'm gonna go home and get my overnight stuff. Then I'm going to call you and come to your house." Man, I spent all night waiting for that call, and I kept calling her all night. Next day she gets me up, and then her ex-boyfriend shows up and she has to call the cops on him or something. It was a whole mess. She just wanted to toy with the men in her life. Let me tell you how I returned the favor. I hated her for a week and said, "Hey, I need you to go out with me with my friends, so I need you to be looking your best. I'm gonna buy you an outfit, give you a couple $100. I want you to be looking your best." I had no intentions of giving her the money. So she gets off work, and every 10 minutes she is calling me, and I keep telling her I'm 10 minutes away from her. Every 10 minutes she calls me, and I tell her I'm turning the corner. All the time I was in my home, and I wasted 40 minutes of her time like that. I kept doing that for a long time, telling her I was told to meet me here. I made her go to the other side of town while she kept calling me. And I kept telling I was always 10 minutes away from her. Eventually, I just turned my phone off. You don't let them toy with you. They can only mess with you if you let them. If she is toying with you and flaking out on dates, you just say forget it. Either she comes around for the date next time, or you just throw in the towel. That way, she is never going to jerk you around again. I'm not going to let a woman talk to me on the phone for months just for her to call her boyfriend and sleep with him. That's why I make channels like these, so you know what women out there are doing and you understand what female nature is really like. Alright, that's it gents, and I'll see you tomorrow with some wisdom. Remember to subscribe and show some support.